Hi, y'all. It's a beautiful day here. It's suddenly, after a long, maybe a week of rain and heat and humidity, uh, it's just that clear, clean ocean air. So welcome. And I'm sorry if you if the wash going. I sort of forgot about that. I was zipping around this morning thinking, yes, I feel so clean and clear, and I douched myself with it. Well, no, I spilled coffee on myself. White pants. So quickly into the wash they go. There's always something. They're fairly new, and there's something sort of dire about the new thing getting right away creamed. Here comes Ro. You're going, okay. So yeah, the clean, clear air that, it's there in the environment, but we have to sort of let it in, let it wash us clean. Okay, we've got some that just wanted to come out right away. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Let it wash us clean. This is the first card in the Major Arcana. The Fool's journey, the epic journey toward wholeness. Through all the stages, sometimes you can skip a stage, but then often you'll have to circle back to it later. But this is the willingness to embark on that journey in the psyche, and it will have massive ramifications in our everyday lives when we take the leap. It's a card of Aries. And look at the joy. I don't know, this is a fairly pale deck, and it's shiny. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a kid, it's a young energy, is leaping off in full, total openness to whatever comes. Trust in the universe, in the timing. He's carrying a little umbrella as if it might create some kind of float down rather than plummet. Next out, Seven of Wands. It looks to me as if, it's like the rear guard, an energy that allows this person to take the leap because it's standing behind them, fending off whatever would, the doubts or the interference that would keep this person from, in fire energy, in Wands energy, from taking that risk. It's weird because it's a guarded energy, but it's guarding this ability to move forward toward wholeness. All the interferences to that are like held at bay. Magician. Another Major Arcana card of Virgo, Gemini. It's having the intention to manifest. And in this case, I think it's to manifest this new beginning. And I'm getting that it's something very specific that this person is leaping into. Okay, next card revealed on the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Virgo energy. So we have Gemini, Virgo, and Virgo. This is a card of the Sage, of inner wisdom, of the lesson, the teaching, the takeaway. And then Eight of Cups, a card of departure. But in this one, you notice it's the Hermit. It's the one with the staff on the mountaintop, contemplating, at my deepest core, what do I know I have to move toward? And by, it always entails a leaving behind of something else, because you're growing up in the heart space. So it's risking this and knowing your inner self will light the way. So it may be a risky leap forward, but the hermit is anything but risky energy. It's grounded, it's being sure of yourself, having gone into sort of the cave of your psyche to figure out how to get there. Hermit is usually pictured on the mountaintop, and there it is, the mountaintop, and the staff, the support system, a big moon sort of behind the peak of the mountain, partly obscured, but the heart is fixed on moon energy, which is the energy of divine feminine, of connectedness, the willing to be pulled like the tide in a certain direction. But at this point, contemplating it. Hermit is definitely a contemplative energy. And next to magician, this card of bringing something through from above to the below, and it's Five of Swords, which usually depicts a battle of some kind. In this one, the battle's over. And like in a Rider-Waite, there are two people leaving the field, presumably usually considered the losers. But in this case, even though this guy has all the swords, he's managed to wrestle everything away from the opponents. Doesn't look happy about it. Fives indicate a need for change, and this is change in terms of how somebody thinks about something. Perhaps, he's like this, contemplative as well. What do I do now? What am I to think now? What's the next step? Under Seven of Wands, this defensive energy, Three of Pentacles. Working together with somebody or some bodies. And again, it's this planning. This person has the scroll, the actual plans for how to build this thing. They've thought about it a long time. And it might be a group of people, or it might be this individual, thinking about how to manifest magician in 3D and what to manifest. And it's almost like this person is of three minds, maybe. It's definitely taking a pause to figure it out. How do I get there from here? And there's really this suggestion of somebody coming up behind to interfere with it, and the Fool's energy having nothing to do with that. It's sort of like a try it energy. It's quite stand back, give me room. And it might be strategizing, Sword energy, how do I get out of this situation that involved lies or deceit or manipulation? Under Magician, wowie, I'll say lies or deceit or manipulation. The Devil isn't necessarily a bad card. It's a card of Capricorn, card of hard work. It can be being stuck. Being in the thrall of something that holds you back. And in this, there's one of the individuals is sort of regarding the devil, the other is like in a state of collapse. I can't move. Devil energy saps a person's strength. All the strength is spent on not moving, on staying in place, staying tied to something. And it would really merit this kind of, I'm going to hold you back while I manifest this new situation, while I take the leap forward, the risk forward. And devil energy would say, don't do it. You can't do it. You're not strong enough. Leap? Are you kidding me? Stay put. I'll hold you back. No, you won't. All my effort will be right now focused on Wands energy, manifesting, but it'll take me a minute to figure it out. 5 of Swords. Like this person has successfully fought off whatever it is was holding them back. And now is in the process of manifesting the new thing, but that takes some time to think about it. How do I make this change? Under 5 Swords. Beautiful, the Star card. We've been getting Star a lot lately. This is a card of hope and healing. Sword energy. I consult my guides, particularly my inner guide, Hermit energy, the strength and fortitude and direction I find from going within that allows for this leap forward, and it has to do with love and connection. And right on the heels of you can't move is a card, also Major Arcana, of guidance and forward movement. It can be over a distance. The divine energy showing me how I get from here to there can indicate physical distance. I take my walking staff, and having left something else behind, I move forward. I leap forward. Guided by my innermost wisdom and my ability to understand, hear, and see my way forward on the basis of the override, the celestial guide, the clarity that comes. Remember I said when the air clears, when it clears, do you make the change? It clears your mind, 5 of Swords energy. You can make the change. You can leave behind the connections that no longer serve. In fact, you can rather dramatically make sure nobody gets in the way. On 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Sword energy. You might be dealing with an Aquarius, you might be an Aquarius. In any case, you're gaining great clarity about what you want to build. Queen of Swords is the 3 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords knows things. She's clear-minded. She's this. He, she, they, this. It's been a struggle to get there. Certain ideas have had to be beaten back. 7 of Wands. I love this. On Star, This is Four of Pentacles. This is not the leap forward. This is devil energy. In the sense that it's earth energy, it's heavy, it's I don't move. I stick with what I already have. I guard my position. I guard my resources. I certainly don't do this. And yet, somebody's definitely taking action, Wands energy, to do it. It's sort of like the celestial override. The override of the impulse to protect oneself from change, from taking risks. I mean, we could stay put, we can stay safe at great cost. Stay with something that stunts growth, earth energy. See how this devil is contained in this space where even the devil has to crouch down to fit? They're stuck there. Could be dealing with a earth sign who's been refusing to move. Why are they refusing to move on Seven of Wands? Well, Four of Swords. They've been healing. They've been in that kind of retreat, like hermit energy. But in this case, it's to heal their way of thinking about something. And I'm getting it's like the noble, if you're in retreat and other things come knocking, this is like bar the door. What I'm doing here is important. I can't listen or think about other things right now. I have to clear my head. It's that clear my head energy. Four of Swords, Five of Swords. Sorry, I'm suddenly very hot. I had to turn on the heat this morning, which is amazing. On Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 in Major Arcana is Wheel, that forward movement, the release. The release. That youthful energy that says, yes, let's begin. Somebody, I think, was embattled and felt like they were depleted. All they could do was huddle down and protect themselves. Protect perhaps the inner child, maybe the literal child. Somebody felt abandoned. It's interesting, and I don't know how this fits in, but the other image that came to me as I sat down, when we were still young, relatively, my now ex-husband said to me, part of the pact here is to love each other's old face. We don't just love in the flush of youth. It's a lifelong thing where we love ourselves through, better, worse, young face, old face. And I think that that's true not only in a relationship with somebody else, but certainly with yourself. And it's not your aging face necessarily. It's whatever part of yourself you've kind of put out in the cold or disowned. I'm not good enough. Disowned, shadow work. I'm not good enough. I can't move forward. Whatever I am, whatever I've done, devil would say, is irreparable. And Queen of Swords would have none of that. She's really a no bullshit energy. She cuts through with her sword what's not true. She cuts through the bonds of the devil, the things that hold us back, that try to blind us from recognizing sword energy, our own freedom, our own beauty, our own power, our own wisdom. Two very different earth energies here, devil and hermit. And I say it a lot, but it's really so true that devil energy is the ability to work hard at freeing yourself. Because you acknowledge shadow, the things that keep us stuck, the things that make us feel unworthy, our inability to understand or move out of conflict. But those two things, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, that need to change, have changed. There's an advancement. The wheel is turning. We've healed something. We can move forward now. Tell us about devil. What has been holding? And I think it's us. Fool energy, the I, the ego, the new fresh psyche that wants to become whole, that wants to fight its way out of this. This almost looks to me like I was going to say womb energy, but it's not. It would be almost like a stillbirth, the thing that won't let something new be born. Queen of Swords is kind of the midwife here that's going to facilitate the birth. On devil energy. Well, that's interesting. It's the artist. In this deck, there's a Major Arcana card, the artist, that has no equivalent in Rider-Waite. But to me, it's creativity. I mean, that's not a stretch. But it's kind of reimagining the self. We've got this naked, the artist is naked here. You know, the canvas is being created. You know, it's blank in a way. What from our imagination do we call forth? Magician energy, and make manifest. It's participating in the creativity of the universe. And part of what we're creating is ourselves, step by step toward wholeness, toward wisdom. We're going to move forward on this path, through the any apparent obstruction, these mountain peaks, because the path is actually illuminated by the moon, by Hermit's lantern, by the stars overhead. There's lots of light in this. And this naked character has the wings on their feet. It's Hermes. It's Mercury, which rules both Virgo and Gemini, I do believe. We can participate in this creative process, and in fact need to kind of keep our eyes on the prize. Queen of Swords, star card. Because in some ways we're creating our own reality. We're the ones filling in the canvas. And in this case, the canvas has the growing tree on it. The canvas is blank, and there's it's how do we represent life? The growing tree. It's again earth energy. And there's really a sense of break out. Break out. On Magician? Yes. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. There in those 2 5s equals 10 in Major Arcana is Wheel of Fortune. I mean, on Magician, whatever it is we're manifesting, it's new and it's partly veiled. We can't really see into the future, but this implies or asks of us, the ask is, trust where you're being led. Trust where you're being led. There's a Rilke quote, life holds you in its hands. It will not let you fall. Take the leap. It will not let you fall. Trust the wisdom you've gleaned thus far in your life. Earth energy, hermit in your life. You're being guided to feel safe enough to make a move. You have enough. You're worthy enough. You're already whole. I mean, Fool energy is in search of wholeness. But there is a search involved, right? 8 of Cups. Hermit with the lantern. I love it. Wheel of Fortune, because it always moves us forward in a positive direction that involves our growth. Expansive energy. And I get the feeling now, and I'm not sure why, but I think the clarity of Queen of Swords is whatever we were building before wasn't big enough. Something was under construction. It's almost like tower energy. These plans, the scroll, what we were going to build wasn't big enough. Was somehow constricted devil energy in some way. It was holding us back. And here it's like redrawing the plans. Okay. Redrawing the plans. What are the plans? Knight of Swords. Again, sword energy. An awful lot of clarity being brought to bear here. This is the action taker. Queen of Swords knows what the true thing is. Has a filter for the lie. Has a filter for, I can't figure it out. I'm in a struggle with myself. I think I'm not worthy. I think I need to hold back. Some kind of thing has been resolved that allows for that forward movement in clarity. This person is coming in to tell the truth. They've gotten the higher vision. They've broken out of whatever, and it might have been an addiction. I don't know why I'm getting that. Addiction doesn't have to be to a substance. It can be to a way of thinking. Of thinking we're not enough. We're insecure, we're incapable of something. And I think that somebody has really discovered a truth. They've healed, 4 of Swords, they've healed their way of thinking. And now they're on the move to say something. They found their voice. And I like this because the sword here is pointing down. It's not raised up in, I'm going to cut you kind of energy. It's not a weapon. It's an understanding. And on her shoulder is a dove. I come in peace. I come in peace. And I come somehow to cut you free. An idea or something somebody says. Okay? What's the message that the Knight of Swords is coming in with? What's the clarity? Temperance. Another card of healing and of divine timing. So is Wheel of Fortune divine timing. The wheel has come around. It's time. Something is aligning. And it has to do with balance, with some kind of alchemical change or blend. It's the Temperance Angel. Whatever this message is, it Major Arcana, healing message. A kind of blessing from the universe. You're headed in the right direction. You need to believe in yourself and take the leap. Somebody has done a lot of spiritual work here. And it may be in some relationship that was codependent before. You've both done the hard, healing shadow work, the creative reimagining. You've taken the time, Four of Swords, to heal, and you had to sort of, really get rid of anything that would have distracted you from that. Serious manifestation here. And it worked. This is a card of Sagittarius, fire energy, like the Fool. Divine timing. Yeah. King of Cups. Queen of Swords, King of Cups. In balance, the heart and the head. I think somebody's here to say, healing words, sword energy, a healing message. I'm here to give. I'm here to connect. I'm here to heal this with you, the blend of the two. We do this together. The separation, the two sides. Somebody's out in the cold, somebody's a winner, somebody's a loser. All of that gets reconciled. And I know it sounds like a big ask, but it's answered. The universe is saying, good on you, yes. We'll guide you the rest of the way. Trust us. Trust yourself, Fool energy. Your inner self, Hermit. Earth and air, that's big here, like earth and air. Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, air, Star card. Queen of Swords. It's all about liberation. The work of liberation. I can't remember, but there's a bit of a dichotomy that freeing yourself takes work. to get there, to get to that point. Somebody had to really sort of fight their way, change a lot of things in their life. To get to this moment in time, this opportunity to really step on the wheel, there's a lot of liberation in this. I think somebody's coming into, to tell you the truth that you wanted to hear. And want is the wrong word, but what would establish trust in each other and each of you individually. I love this King of Cups. I mean, could be a water sign, but just somebody open-hearted, who's opened up, who's gotten out of the constraints of devil energy, both in the psyche and in 3D. Those two things are in accord. 2 cards of healing, 2 cards of divine timing. It's like healing is an active process. It's both active and passive. It's weird. You do the work and then you kind of give it over. It's a co-creation, that artist card. You're rewriting your lives. You're rewriting your lives. I don't think there's anything else I'm supposed to say. No, there isn't. It's a clear day. You could see forever. Star card. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Oh, and I'm supposed to say the signs. Okay. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Fool is Aries. Both fire energies. The Hermit is Virgo. The Devil is Capricorn, both earth energies. It's like doubling down. This is about both of you. Time to come into accord. That, everything has been set up and synchronous. All you have to do is step up and take it. It's yours already. Just claim it. Claim it. Claim it. I love you guys. Next time, same station, same time, same station.